What up, homies? I'm Rob, and welcome back to High Altitude Homesteading. In this video, we're talking chicken water. I'm going to show you 3 easy things you can do every day to the water that you give your chickens to help keep your flock healthy. We're also going to go over things that have to do with chicken watering in general, including different chicken watering devices, different livestock nipples, and different techniques you guys can use to help keep your water clean, which is one of the most important things you can do to help keep your flock healthy. So the first thing that you want to do is always give them clean water. If you have 2 dispensers, you can get away with doing it every other day, doing one day and one the other day. I feel like it's one of the easiest and most important things that you can do to try and keep your flock healthy. Backyard chickens can be a little bit more susceptible to disease, especially if they're in a smaller area. The area that we have for our girls is pretty big, but if you're working with a smaller area and either more chickens, they can be a little more susceptible to getting disease. Clean water, washing your water dispenser, just rinsing it out. You don't really need to use soap or anything like that. Just rinse it out. That's the #1 thing you can do for your chickens every day. Clean water and clean water dispenser. Alright guys, so that's #1. Clean water every day. It's one of the easiest and most important things you can do for your chickens. Alright, so the second thing that we do every day to our water to help our chickens stay healthy is to add a little splash of apple cider vinegar. Try to get the organic apple cider vinegar, that's the good stuff. And you just want to give your water, you just want to put a little splash in there. So not much, just a little bit, just a little splash. So what the apple cider vinegar does is it actually creates an acidic environment in the chicken's stomach. By creating an acidic environment inside their stomach, it'll help repel or kill intestinal worms or intestinal parasites. And so that's the #2 thing you can do. Just a little splash of apple cider vinegar. Alright, so #1, we got clean water. #2, splash of apple cider vinegar. Alright, the third thing that you can do for your chickens every day, for the water for your chickens every day to help improve the health of your flock, is to add a little bit of garlic. So this may seem a little weird, but this is a super easy, important thing that you guys can do for your chickens. So what I do is I just, and you can use old garlic if you have old garlic or anything like that, it doesn't matter. Generally the chickens aren't going to eat this, although I have seen them eat it before, they don't mind it. So it's not bad if they do eat it, but if they don't, it doesn't matter either. Sometimes I just pour it out in the morning and then put a new one in. But you're just going to want 1 clove for your water. And what I do is I just take some shears, I just cut it in half. So what the garlic does is it actually makes the chicken's skin smell and taste really bad. So what that does is it will actually repel mites. So the smell and the taste will actually repel the mites, and it'll help your chickens from getting mites in their feathers and on their skin and stuff like that. Alright, so we got our first one filled up, and I'm going to do our second one real quick. Alright, so before filling our second one, I wanted to show you guys a few things because this is a little bit different water dispenser. This is one that we've built here ourselves, and ones that you guys can build for a lot cheaper than buying one like that online or something like that. So this is just a food grade bucket. You can buy these online, you can get them wherever. And what I did is I drilled holes in it. I don't remember the dimension of the hole. I apologize. I drilled holes in them and you get these livestock nipples. So these guys basically, they hang down like this, and when the chickens peck at them, the water will come out in droplets. So I like this one a lot better because I feel like it's a lot more sanitary. I'm going to show you guys a technique with this one that we do to keep it cleaner, but that one can still get dirty. This one stays a lot cleaner because it's hung off the ground. They can't kick dirt into it, and there's no backwash or anything like that. So yeah, we like this one a lot better. Unfortunately, the chickens like this one a lot better. So I give them both right now, and they drink out of both. I like to supply 2 sources of water for the chickens, especially if you have different aged chickens. So we have the 2 smaller ones right now, and the bigger ones will actually protect the resources during a hot day, especially the water. So they'll scare off the little chickens, and they won't really get a chance to drink. So I put 2 different water sources out, and that helps the little chickens get some water during the day. Alright, so here's the 2 different examples of livestock nibbles that we've used here on the urban homestead. I have 4 here because I wanted to show you the different kinds real quick. So here's the one that we prefer. So this one is, the tip is very loose. It goes up here. You You can see it's like this. It has the gas, I guess you would call that a gasket. It's like a rubber gasket right here. And it's like that. So this is the one we prefer. Here's one similar. So this is what you guys want to be careful about when you buy these. This is a similar looking one, right? Loose tip. But the problem is no gasket here. So when you buy them, you want to make sure it has that rubber gasket included. Because if not, they're going to leak. And that just defeats the whole purpose of the self-waterer, because then it will leak and you guys have to change it 2 or 3 times a day. So that's not very fun. All right, so real quick, I want to show you guys these ones. We bought these first, and they worked all right, but the chickens didn't really seem to like them. So the difference is, and this will be hard to tell kind of when you buy them online, but if you look at the design, it's a little bit different. So you still have the gasket, you still have the threads, everything like that. The difference is in these ones is the actual nipple part is a lot firmer. It's not loose like this. So like this one, the nipple is real loose. This one, it has like a spring or something in it, and it's actually a little bit harder to push up. It's a little more firm. It's not a big deal, but the chickens just seemed like they couldn't peck hard enough at these things to get the water out, and they didn't seem to like it as much. This is just the same one without a gasket. Again, remember guys, you want that. Make sure it includes, this one's red, so it's kind of hard to see, but make sure it includes the gasket with it, because if not, you're just going to have all types of problems with it leaking and stuff like that. So those are the 2 types of nipples we've used here on the Urban Homestead. Again, we've had better luck with these kinds, with the loose actual metal nipple part, and less luck with these ones. Both of them have worked, but these ones just seemed a little bit better. So I want to show you guys real quick the techniques we use to try and keep the water clean throughout the day. So with the one water dispenser, it's real easy. We actually hang that up. And keeps it really clean, so that's real easy. The other one is a little bit harder to keep clean throughout the day, but what we do with that, we put it on a stump. So you can see this stump here. And that just raises it off the ground, probably about 3-4 inches, whatever. And it just keeps it so if the chickens are flinging dirt or anything like that, you can see they kind of build holes around here. That keeps it from getting so dirty. It still gets dirty, but not as much. Alright guys, so that's it on this video. 3 easy things you can do to the water that you give your chickens to help keep your flock healthy. Hope you found some of the information helpful. And if you have any questions, like always, please leave them below. And I'm Rob with Altitude Homesteading. Y'all have a good day.